And so caregivers are experiencing high levels of anxiety. Often they don't have enough time for sleep or for self-care because they're giving care to someone else. Female caregivers fared worse than male caregivers. And I have my own bias and opinion about that, but I'll let you all decide what that is. So now that we know that caregiving has a significant psychological impact, it erodes the psychological well-being of the caregiver. So what can we do? That's the important thing, because I think we all can recognize when we have some distress. First is acknowledge your feelings. Some of your feelings may be quite negative. You know, there are days when caregiving can really suck. And so, not that we want to ruminate or stay in the negative, but let's be real. There are days when it just isn't a very positive experience. Allow yourself to experience that and acknowledge it. Next, like Dr. Deepti said, grab your own oxygen mask first. You know, if you're on a flight, they always say, if you're going to help someone else, a child, grab your oxygen mask, put it on first. You need to take care of yourself. If you don't, you will not be a caregiver because you just won't have the energy, the physical and emotional well-being to do that. Reduce your expectations. I've talked to caregivers and they feel so helpless sometimes. I can't do enough. Why can't I make mom feel better? Why is mom attacking me and saying that I'm stealing from her? Why? Recognize you are only one person. You have certain abilities and capabilities, and you can only do so much. You are not surrounded by a complete facility full of providers. You can only do what you have the capabilities of doing. And as Dr. Deepti said, reach out and get help. Again, but many times there just isn't any money. There are no funds for help. But brainstorm. Before your energy level goes down so far that you can't think straight, brainstorm. Where can I get help? And as she said, don't be embarrassed, don't be ashamed to ask for help, because you're not the only one that's going to be in this situation. As we all get older, there are going to be more and more caregivers, more and more demands for help. Social help, churches, clubs, organizations, volunteers. So reach out for help. Be aware of grieving, be aware of guilt, talk about it, share it, voice it. When we hold things in and we keep stuffing and stuffing, the things we hold in take on more and more power. They become bigger and bigger, and they don't evaporate. They are not going to just go off into the universe. We are going to have to do something with them. And be aware of some of the signs of depression and anxiety, things like confusion. You may say, oh my gosh, am I losing my mind? I feel so confused. I don't know where I'm going. What am I doing here? You may be under so much pressure, so much stress and anxiety, that you may actually be depressed. And this will create confusion, an inability to focus, problems with decisions, guilty thoughts, feeling down most days of the week, sleep disruption. I'm tired all the time, I can't get enough sleep. Or after I put my loved one to bed, I can't go to sleep, I can't wind down. Hopelessness. Is this ever going to change? Am I ever going to get out of this? What am I going to do? I'm hopeless to find any other services for my loved one. Low energy, appetite change, isolating. I just can't deal with one more thing, so I'm just going to stay in the house. That's not healthy. You need to get out, you need to have social interaction, you need to have social support. and frequent crying. If you find yourself crying over absolutely nothing, or you don't know where it's coming from, again, be aware of these signs and symptoms. You're aware of what's going on with your loved one. You know when they need to take their meds. You know when they need to be at the doctor. You know what to look for with their illness. Look at things for yourself as well. You can go for a walk. Get out of the house. Get some fresh air. You need to accept the illness. Accept the fact that this person has this illness, and feel it. It's a sad, it's a grief initiating type of situation, but you need to accept it. You can swim. You can, as Dr. Deepti said, eat a better diet. I think her talk was excellent. We neglect what we eat. We eat not to survive, but we eat to eat, and that's not a healthy way of eating. Make sure you get enough sleep. Sleep is very important. You cannot function without sleep. And then one of my favorites is talk to a psychologist. We're here. We've been trained. This is what we do. It's not a burden. You know, often when you are caregiving, you don't want to tell the same family members, the same friends, the same social group over and over again about what's going on with your caregiving and the loved one. But you still need an outlet. You need somewhere where you can talk about this, where you won't be judged, where you'll be understood, and where someone can help you express your feelings, help you express the loss and the guilt that you feel, help you develop some caregiving strategies not only for the loved one, but strategies for you.